Hey guys, today we're going to talk about setting up your rifle, and we're going to start with the buttstock of the weapon. We see a lot of students coming out on the range and they'll shoot with the buttstock in one position while they're standing, and they'll jump down to the prone position and they'll set it to another one. Or maybe they're setting up their zero and they've got their buttstock all the way out and they come up to the standing position to shoot the rest of the drills and then set it in. So ideally, to make you as quick and as efficient as possible, we like to find that one spot that balances the weapon and makes you the strongest and quickest while you're doing what you're doing. So the best way to find that is to start with a stripped weapon, obviously making sure that it's safe. And we're going to start with the stock collapsed in all the way. So I've got the optic already on, whether it's iron sights or a holographic or red dot or 1-4, whatever it is. I've got that already on the weapon just for the weight, so you can feel what we're about to do. So what I want you to do is look across the room, find approximately a 1-inch, maybe a safety pin or a light switch, just something small on the wall across the room. Find your stance, whatever's going to be comfortable yet efficient for you while you're firing. Coming up on target, putting your dot on that 1-inch spot, and then take your support hand off so you're holding and supporting the weapon with just your fire control. So right now, with the stock completely collapsed in, I could feel that I'm not very biomechanically efficient right now because I've got a lot of bend both in my elbow and in my wrist. So for me, this is not a good firing position. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come out one click, just as position number 2. Some of you might have a 4-position stock, some of you might have 6-position. So we'll do the exact same thing. We'll come up on the wall, 1-inch dot, supporting the weapon, seeing if the dot's going to move at all, and the dot's moving a little bit for me, and I still feel a little bit of tension in here in my forearm and in my wrist. So I'll do the same thing, position 3, 4, 5, and 6 all the way out. When you get to the end, coming back up on target, finding where that 1-inch dot is, paying attention if the dot's moving and how comfortable you are, how tight you are, how much tension's going into your joints and your muscles, and eliminate that. So you've gone from 1 to 4, 1 to 6, and for me, 3 and 4 feels the most efficient. So I'll come back into 3, I'll come back up on target, and then feel. The dot's still moving a little bit, but it's a lot better than all the other positions, yet I still feel a little bit of tension here in my forearm. So I'm going to come back out to stock position number 4 and just verify that's going to be a good spot for me. Coming up, the dot's not moving much, and all that tension is now gone. So for me, this is going to be the best position to shoot. So I was able to find that by taking the support hand off of the weapon, because what are we doing? We're holding the gun with 2 hands, so now I'm holding it with 1, which is going to now make me rely on better mechanics as I go and fire. So if this is new to you and you've never done this, I certainly recommend making a mark on your stock, whether you take a paint marker, a silver or gold Sharpie, or maybe a piece of tape, just so you can reference this spot, or maybe you share a carbine with somebody on a split shift or something like that. So whenever you pull your gun out of the bag, you do a shooter's check, you come up, making sure your optic's good to go, making sure your stock's in where you left it last time, then you can go about your business. All right guys, that was your quick tip on how to set up the buttstock. Stay tuned for the next video in this series. I'm Nate and Trav. Thanks for joining us.